Hello. What's
Tell
up?
me about the Tar Blade.
What about what?
The Tar Blade.
Arblade's pretty good. It's a good card.
Does it
It's not my favorite
inflict
card, but
slow?
oh no, they could be a couple of yeah, they could be Onyx makes a good point. They could be Game of Thrones siblings.
Oh no. It's
I know.
actually the it's the sequel to that movie with Kate Blanchett, where she is a conductor called
Oh, I've
Tar.
not seen that movie.
You have not seen Tar,
I've not
but
seen Tar. I've heard good things about Tar. I
what if she
know what
stabs
happens at
people?
the end of Tar.
Yes.
And that sounds, knowing what happens at the end of Tar makes me really want to watch Tar.
Yeah. I hear it's very good.
Uh, oh shit, it's Bamboozle.
But if at some point I will go and watch movies again. Just you wait.
Mm-hmm. You should. Movies are good.
I've
Movies
heard
are back.
movies are
I'm
the
told.
movies are back. Top Gun
Yep.
Maverick saved the movies,
Yes.
and now they're back.
Top Gun Maverick saved the movies, and also, please God, someone go to the movies, please.
Please, oh
We
god.
stopped putting the Marvel movies direct. You can't see them anywhere else. Please, God, why don't you go to the movies, please? Take that, Bamboozle. Get Bamboozle.
Bamboozled, not my favorite Spike Lee film.
No one's favorite Spike Lee film. Unfortunately for the filmmakers who put the money down for Bamboozle.
I would rather NBA 2K16 is less uncomfortable than Spike Lee's Bamboozled. Anyway,
Would you
it's great
describe
that every
Spike
time
Lee's Bamboozled as cringe?
Maybe. Is it 90s cringe now?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
I feel like it's maybe a little too racially charged.
You don't say.
Yeah. I'm saying that maybe the movie that is very much talking about Amos and Andy style acts. Yeah. I'm saying at no point during that movie does a ghost of your best friend wearing a white hoodie come up and read a note about his life.
No. One of the best moments in video game history, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, why do you think it's as high as it is? It's not because I know how to play basketball sims now. Because
No.
I don't.
You sure don't. You're large Bromagnon. Man.
Yeah. The 45-year-old caveman. One of the highest draft picks of the NBA.
It would be so funny if a 45-year-old got drafted in the first round.
Who knows?
It'd be an inspiration to all.
Maybe the 45-year-old is a half-elf.
I mean, there have been 45-year-olds who have, come to the NBA that late in their life. But it's usually because they were, really good in Europe or South America.
Anyway, please
Like
look forward
the
to
New
my,
York Knickerbockers.
my new anime, my new sports anime called Half Elves Can't Jump. Which is
Have you been enjoying Dine in Dungeon?
Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon. That Dungeon
Delicious
Meishi.
in Dungeon.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I want?
I like that the halfling in that party is apparently like a middle-aged divorced father of 3.
What? Have they released more episodes that I don't know about?
No, that's from the manga.
Oh, there was a manga?
When in doubt, there absolutely was a manga.
I didn't know there was a manga.
You could read
I have to go this way.
you could find out what happens
In Dine in Dungeon right
in
now?
Delicious in Dungeon right now.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
want to find out.
just assume that 90% of all anime is based on a manga or a light novel.
I wonder... I'm going to assume that the teeth kill. I'm going to assume that the teeth count as a kill for Taiga. And look, I've got Taiga. I just finished Toradora.
Yeah.
Taiga's in my party. That show was very good.
Yes.
It's a shame there are no other good animes.
Yeah, I don't worry. We discussed this yesterday when I was streaming, and eventually I concluded yes, all anime is bad. First I was like, anime is good, and then I thought about it more, and I'm like, actually, never mind.
Mostly bad. In fact, mostly bad.
I mean, most of everything is bad.
That's true. Okay, let's find out if these teeth count. No, they don't. I don't think they do count as a bling kill. Oh well. I had to learn that the hard way. That's a shame. I was hoping that the counterattack would count as a kill, but it doesn't. That should work the way I want it to. Let the record show that I'm right and the game is wrong.
This is why we should design a board game, and then get people to give us millions of dollars for a Kickstarter.
Yes.
And then
go on.
And then that Kickstarter is 3 years late.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I like that last part.
Whatever our, board game Kickstarter makes video game Kickstarter look reasonable and sane by comparison.
That checks out.
Because, in the post Mighty Number 9, Shenmue 3, level of disappointment, crowdfunding for video games became way less of a thing. For board games, it's just like, hey man, you want these 5 expansions that we will never release in any other capacity?
Yeah?
And I'm like, yeah, well, if I don't get it, I'll miss out. This is why I don't back board game Kickstarters.
I say.
And then 2 to 3 years later, you get 18 boxes full of plastic miniatures that you convince your friends to play with you.
Plastic, you say?
Sometimes, if you back the higher tier, they might be, like a resin. or maybe even like a metal.
How gaudy.
A
pewter?
Yeah.
Dare you say? I have not messed with pewter since I stopped playing Warhammer.
See, the thing that kills a lot of my enthusiasm for the idea of first off, I think I might just be a little too ADHD to ever really be great at mini painting. But also, like, the number of steps you need to do with pewter and, like, the metal minis to make them look good. Because you have to do, like, a prep coat, and then you have to do a real coat. Okay, no, this is...
Yeah, I mean, one of the people at the card shop I used to work at made a pretty good amount of money by doing mini, like, painting and construction for people. Ooh.
And, yeah.
I went down...
For some people, it's more interesting than the actual tabletop war game, which... is a lot.
Okay, need to go that way. I only really put my back into modeling like 2. You know, I really only tried super hard to model like 1 army of Necrons.
I still have a bag of unpainted miniatures that I used for D&D, and those aren't even the metal ones. These are like the cheapo plastic ones. And I have, like, I feel really good about, like, one of them. And then, life got in the way, and I'm like, my attention span is such that sitting down and painting a tiny thing for several hours while relaxing is not something I can necessarily do.
Well, none of these cards that they have offered me are any good.
Overstimulated.
None of the things they offered me were any good for me. None of them benefited my synergies. All this sucks. I need to kill this dude. Because he absorbs the other units on the field. Is his whole thing. Which is a real frickin' nuisance, let me tell you. I guess next round I'm going to use this on him. So he'll get really high attack, and then I will copy him. Yeah, combo. Cool. Clone this boy. Now I've got something with 10 attack. That's pretty good.
I'm dealing with the magic and wonder that is trying to finish Dino Crisis 3.
How is Dino Crisis 3? How is the third Dino Crisis?
Oh, it's you know, when people talk about, you know, the great exclusives of the original Xbox, they don't talk about Dino Crisis 3. And that's for a good reason.
Should they?
No.
Oh.
Dino Crisis 3 is not the hidden gem no one on the internet claims it to be.
Okay.
But, you know,
I'm sorry.
I'm glad I played it for my own edification, for preservation. Who else is going to be playing this game this year? Who else?
Just on Earth?
Yeah.
Not very many.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too many other people on the planet are going to be playing Dino Crisis the Third.
Even the people who like Dino Crisis don't care about the third one.
This guy's such a jerk. To move you down here and then...
But, you know...
Yeah, I think that's what I gotta do. Stop killing... Stop consuming.
It's nice to know that original Xbox emulation is in a place where, at least, a decent chunk of that library is playable. Even if it doesn't seem like it's necessarily, hardware accurate yet. It's that, or, you know... Jeff might send me his modded Xbox. Because otherwise it's going to go into storage.
Which is more illegal? Modding or emulating?
Emulating is not illegal.
Which is more of a...
Listen, all of these ROMs I ripped legally from my own games.
No, I'm wondering, like, from a pure, like, actual legality standpoint.
Emulation does not use any of the code from...
Okay.
From whatever thing you were trying to replicate.
I see.
And
so it is
hardware modding, you know...
More cool and legal.
There's some terms of service shit you're probably violating.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what if you just shoved a bunch of games on your Xbox?
A good question.
Because it has a hard drive, you see, Gino.
I do know that.
You could replace that
I've
hard
heard
drive
that about
with a bigger
the
hard
Xbox.
drive. Yeah, that and his Dreamcast, which I'd be very excited to move around with a real Dreamcast. That'd be a fun outlet for me.
Oshu, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Dreamcast. I wish I had a Dreamcast.
Yeah. So, this is something I wrote in the thing that I need to finish writing. But basically, if the Dreamcast is a console whose main appeal is like nothing but like arcade ports and the weirdest, most commercially unviable Japanese games coming out of the 90s. And I think that's beautiful.
Yep, it is.
Sega made a console that was too weird
phosphorus systems
to ever be successful.
Yep. I mean, Seaman was a game they released.
Shenmue was a game they released.
And people still claim that it's good. And that's adorable.
Choo Choo Rocket. I mean, Choo Choo Rocket is, to be fair, something that I feel like Sony Japan Studio could have made. But they didn't.
Yeah. They did not. Taiga here.
And, you know, the Saturn, the secret is that the Saturn is just the Dreamcast, but even more unviable because half the games you want to care about never came out in the United States, or 4 copies were made. And, yeah. It's understandable why the Dreamcast failed. But what the Dreamcast has are a bunch of weirdo games that never came out anywhere else, except for the 5 that Sega just re-releases every few years.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Crazy Taxi, yeah, Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi,
Crazy
Jet Set
Taxi.
Radio.
Does Sonic Adventure... sorry, was Simpsons Hit and Run a Sonic Adventure? Sorry, not Sonic Adventure.
Clone,
was it a Crazy Taxi?
No.
Well, it was a Crazy Taxi clone. Was it made by the Crazy Taxi?
Was the Crazy Taxi clone. Simpsons Hit and Run was like a GTA.
Oh, right. But was Hit and Run actually made by the Crazy Taxi people?
I don't think so.
Freeze the shit out of you. Big. Lane Bank? Yeah. Heal and cleanse, yes. Swap you two. Moonland Biscuit. Over on my Berry Blade. Ah, my Tiger Clone's gonna die. Dang it. This boss is pretty cool because it splits. And every time it splits, it's splitting all of its negative status effects too.
Ooh.
Which means if you stack a lot of negative status effects on it before it splits, it's gonna make a whole lot of little versions of itself that don't do shit.
Mm.
Yep, there we go. Splitting now. They've both got 7 turns before they take action. You know, I'm sad now that there's no Toradora left for me to watch. Honestly. That show's very good.
Yes.
Them kids learn lessons.
They learned about themselves, learned about each other.
Yeah. They learned about friendship, love. Though, I will say, spoilers for Toradora, a show that's fucking 15 years old or something. But the turn that they make at the very end...
Yeah.
When Ryuji and Taiga decide to elope for like 2 minutes. For like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's maybe the worst thing in the show, maybe? It just doesn't make sense for them, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, as characters. I don't think either of them is that short-sighted. Maybe I should have grabbed the Greed Charm. My damage output's so low. Yeah, that is my only critique, really, is that, like, by the end of it, when they make that move, I just don't buy it from either of them, really. Like, the idea of Ryuji running out on his mom just makes very little sense to me. Like, I don't think he would do that. I don't buy it. So how are the little monsters? Little dinosaurs. You're fighting dinosaurs, right? In space?
Yeah, but it's one of those things where they made all the dinosaurs look fucking dumb. because they're like meant to be genetically engineered. Freakasaurs. So they've got, instead of having cool scales, they have like this throat. They look like Resident Evil monsters. They look like Umbrella creations.
Okay. Yeah. I've got so much money. My goodness. Restore 3 HP on kill. That's pretty interesting. Flame Blade Charm. I mean, I don't have any that does 3 damage, so Flame Blade Charm doesn't do much. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for the slow, inevitable heat death of the universe to win the battle for me.
I like when that... I don't like when that...
That's the win condition?
Yeah.
My win condition is sitting there and letting them come to me.
Oh, God. An even bigger dinosaur.
God, Pepper.
How could this be?
I should have bought that charm. This was a mistake. I might still win, but I should have bought the charm that makes me hit way harder. Ooh, actually, blank mask on Taiga. Taiga's so good in this battle. Oh my goodness. So these things, these bursters, their whole thing is they apply haze on characters. Haze makes it so that your characters attack each other instead of them. But Taiga doesn't attack. Taiga just sits there with a shield.
Yeah.
And doesn't do shit. So because Taiga doesn't attack, these bursters don't do anything. Oop. They just run into her shield and get fucked up. And I got the good music.
Yeah. There is a 1000% that Taiga from Toradora has been in a gacha game.
Did someone ask that?
No.
On...
I think she might actually be a character
on the fandom wiki.
In one of those fighting games.
Yes, the fandom wiki says that
Bunko fighting climax.
Yes, that... If you go to the fandom wiki for Taiga, I was just looking, I checked to see some fun facts about everyone's favorite characters from Toradora. She has been in fighting games.
Which checks out. She's got that wooden sword.
Look at,
and
she's got that wooden sword. She's got one of the best fighting scenes in anime.
And yeah, and a capacity for violence.
Yes. A love of violence.
Because she's small.
Fight amongst yourselves. And she is small, but she hits hard. And she loves hard. Yeah, that whole main cast, I said it in the Discord, but the fact that I could imagine almost any pairing of the characters in that show working out as a couple in the 5 main characters, I think is one of its greatest strengths.
Yeah. Alright, now time to watch, other than Kaguya-sama Loves His War, which is actually good. Time is now to watch, just ask people on the internet, what are some good romance animes? And then just pick whatever they pick. Except for the good ones I tell you to watch for real.
Yeah, I'm sure the internet has my best interests in heart.
Yeah. Anyway, I did all this backtracking.
I'm sure that most
now I can
of
go
those...
back.
I'm sure that most of those shows aren't fucking gross.
Here's the thing, most of them
reasons.
probably aren't. They're just probably bland as fuck.
That's the other problem I have, is that it seems like a lot of these slice of lifey shows are just a speed run through the Japanese school calendar. With the most predictable of scenarios.
Yeah, the time. Listen, get into what's it called? I actually like that one. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Now I'm playing Dino Crisis 3 and trying to remember the name of an anime I thought was good, but not good enough to actually finish watching the 3rd season because there was like a 3 or 4 year gap between season 2 and 3 because anime production is I don't know if you know this, the anime industry maybe not the best run or most ethically sound form of media.
I know that, and also in addition to it not being the most ethically sound, the profitability also maybe barely there.
It's almost like certain aspects of, let's say, Japanese business culture, plus the way they treat low-level animators. That might contribute to a certain level of burnout amongst.
Everyone loves Burnout. That's a great game.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Everyone Loves Burnout would be a good name for a show also. Some sort of anime.
Yes. Everyone Loves Burnout is an anime that is either about a group of plucky, enterprising anime teens who bond over their shared love of Criterion's Burnout, or it's about fire wizards.
Yep. With no in between. These are the two acceptable answers. Fire Wizards thing reminds me that I tried to watch that whatever studio
Trigger.
Trigger Fire thing.
Promare.
That it.
Yeah,
that sucks.
The
that show's
homoerotic
bad.
firefighter. Yes. Oh, good. It gave me a loading screen. I can't wait for whatever garbage it's going to throw at me.
That movie was hard to watch.
Well, I have great news.
It was.
Studio Trigger
There's a sequel
in charge of the adaptation of Delicious in Dungeon.
Is that you again, Mother?
I mean their animation's not the problem. Their writing is the problem.
Shirobako
the fact that they don't have to write it.
That is about anime, the anime industry.
Captain Evan? I am Mother.
I mean, Delicious in Dungeon looks great.
The other thing is
that is not my problem.
Unsurprisingly, Trigger mostly a lot of the Trigger anime. What Trigger is known for is their original anime.
I shall terminate you.
How many adaptations have they done?
Not that many. Most of their anime is original, which is rare.
It's a shame that the ones that I've seen seem so bad.
Listen, ZP and I are not the biggest Trigger enthusiasts. Yeah,
I know.
Anyway, watch Shirobako.
I'm in safe ground.
And about how following your dreams can be hard. Oh.
I don't want any of these. I do want this, though. I want this crown, and I want to wear the crown. Put the crown on this blank mask so that I have a second taiga at the beginning of every battle. Balance charm, hell yeah. You go on Bushu. Now Bushu gets to act way more frequently. That's sick. Another charm, please. Goat charm. Okay. Flying and demonize. That's pretty good on attack. Power blades. And the third charm. What do we got? Something good? Battle charm. Hell yeah. That is good. Go on dog. There we go. Now I actually do damage. Hooray. I don't know if the teeth count as a kill, but Taiga, I'm gonna try it. So, what was the show that ZP recommended? Something No Rock? Oshi the Rock? Okay. That is a good show?
Yes, it's about a girl with intense social anxiety who joins a band. And it has some very fun animation. Jesus fucking Christ. It has some very fun animation. Yeah, the dinosaurs are made from weird science experiments cobbled together from melted people.
Uh-oh.
That the dinosaurs are made of people.
Oh, God. Freeze you. Get fucked. Enemy Little Berry. You're gonna restore a lot of HP to all of your allies, huh? That's too much. I don't want you to do that. I wouldn't mind if I had your power for my own. Oh god. The way things shuffle around in this game sometimes can screw me up real bad. Yeah. Kill that one. Let's get this gun fruit out of my deck while I can. Lot. Yeah, go team. Did you get hurt?
I died, and I'm out of control.
Did the game hurt you? I'm sorry the game hurt you.
It's fine.
There's so many. This battle just has so many things going on. Too much stuff on the screen. My brain's capacity for dealing with the amount of nonsense that's going on right now is very limited. Okay, you can't be down here. You have to be up there. You can be down here. And then you can be up here. Bingo. Okay, the teeth thing does not work the way I hoped. That is clear. like that. Yeah? No, like that. Rum it up.
Not this way, the other way.
You can come back here. And I'd like it, Fire Fist, if you just never attacked, I think. I don't think I need to... Actually, I don't think I need to waste that. I think Fire Fist will die before I need to worry about that. Okay. I apologize if I'm talking less. This battle, there's like everything has like 20 effects on it, so it's a little bit hard for me to operate effectively. Just too much stuff. My enemy has too many... There are a lot of effects. Everything has, like, 3 effects. It's just... There's too many effects. Look at how many status things there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, good on them for having all this space to be able to...
There's a lot of stuff on
just,
that
like,
screen.
fit. There's a lot of stuff on these cards, right?
Alina in the arena was one of the ones you thought was pretty good, right?
Yes, Alina of the Arena is very good. I think of the ones that I played, it was one of the more highly... The ones I would definitely recommend most highly. It's just a very cool combination of, like, what is the name of the game? Into the Breach, and also, a card. A deck builder. It's like, what if Into the Breach was a deck builder?
Okay, but what if Into the Breach was Baba Is You?
That is also a good question. Is that a thing?
Yes, the Baba Is You man made a thing and put it out on itch called Mobile Suit Baba. And it seems if you want your brain to melt.
I don't. I like my brain exactly
Baba
how it
Is You is
doughy and weak.
This is where I expose myself and say Baba Is You is the exact opposite of how my brain works. And it broke me.
It was too much.
Yeah, it made me angry.
Yeah, I can play Baba Is You, but I do not enjoy my time with Baba Is You.
See, when I solve something in Baba Is You, I'm just like, fuck you! Fuck.
Yeah, I get mad at the game. It's a display of dominance. Like, winning a level in Baba Is You is not... It's not joyful. It is spiteful. It is angry.
Yes. It does not make me feel like a very smart boy.
No. Makes me feel like an angry boy. It's like, oh, thank God I'll never have to do that again.
But yes, would it surprise you to know that, have you ever seen Noita? Which is...
no, but I've heard of it.
Yes, it's
I've seen it on sale.
Physics, particle-based, you know, a lot of, fluid dynamics. Also, you're a wizard. That was made by a super team of, like, all of the weirdo Finnish game developers.
Oh, God.
It's,
okay,
yeah, because it's the crayon physics guy, it's the swapper guy, and it's, I believe it's the Baba Is You man.
Oh, no, the blank mask. I wanna... Oh, no, you can't be stacked. So, you two need to be back here. okay. Yeah, that'll work. Get second Taiga up here, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Not the worst configuration, I don't think. So the barrage, if I had left these characters the way they were, the barrage would just guarantee that Boshu and Tusk die. So I could not arrange those cards that way. The Dark King. Dark King, go. Mess him up. That sucks. Battle hard. I know, like this battle. Everything has a lot of effects, and they're all very restrictive.
Have you won this game yet?
No, this is the, I guess, the final battle? I don't know. I think this is the final battle? Okay, destroy the rightmost card in my hand. Damn it! Killed my dude who was making everything have teeth. Curse you, Frost Lancer. You killed a essential part of my team. I would like one of you to not do anything for like 10 turns, so I guess who hits the hardest? I guess the Jailer. The Muncher. Yeah, the Muncher takes forever to do its thing, so that's probably fine. Frost Junker. Oh, that barrage will kill Taiga here. It's probably okay though, I guess, right? Yeah, that's probably okay.
Yeah, speaking of games made in Finland, by the way.
Yes.
Alex, no. Fear and Hunger. I need to finish playing that.
Do you need assistance?
You should
for
not play
covering
that.
that?
You will have a bad time.
I should not.
I do not know if
I
I'm
bet I'll
having
have
a
a
good
bad
time with
time,
that
but-
game, but there is a certain level of let's say nihilism
Mm-hmm.
that I think you particularly might find off-putting. Because
I lose. This
it's
run's
definitely
not gonna work out for me.
it's not just how that game plays, which I also think you would not care for.
But the general attitude.
But the general attitude and casual disregard for human decency.
I love when the disregard for human decency is casual. Like this army.
It's one of those things where
Like the character that
like.
has
I'll put it this way: it has made me uncomfortable.
And you have a lot more tolerance.
I have a higher tolerance for that sort of stuff. But it's, yeah, you know, even, you know, even beyond the part where there's a lot of penis.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That wouldn't
whatever.
bother me that much.
Put more penises in video games, yells Arbitrary Water.
Yes. Sign my petition.
Hello, yes, I'm here to make America erect again.
Anguses again. Every moment you're not signing this petition is another moment where a dongus is not on screen. Just
Make
Onyx,
people uncomfortable.
Onyx in here in chat saying, I would also like more donguses in games.
But yeah, it sounds like, you know, Jeff has a lot on his plate right now, so we need to figure out if we want to go forward without him or just wait. Because, yeah, VP and I have some ideas of stuff to do.
Okay, well, if you need support, you know, if you want someone to yell about how Fear and Hunger is not a good game, I could do both.
I don't know.
And it sounds like it might not be.
It's one of those things where I feel like I don't know. Because I need to play more of it. But it's one of those things where I wonder if it is actually doing anything of consequence, or if it's just edgy. Oh, fuck yes! Oh!
Yeah, that's always a fun battle, like saying something or nihilist. Evangelion Gambit. Charms are so good. I like that the game shows you which charm has junk underneath it, so you don't pick one by accident. That would just like scroll through that. Ooh, a sun charm. That's so good.
It ate me.
He's a good character, please. Berry Sis. Okay. Yeah, get Berry Sis.
I just
Now, hopefully I'll get Lil Barry. Every time I see Barry Sis, I think of Peggy Sis from Bob's Burgers. I forget. Brayden, are you a Bob's Burgers aficionado?
I have seen some Bob's Burgers. It's pretty good.
I agree. I really enjoy the Equestronauts.
I like how the bosses in this game are just big ol' damage sponges, and yeah, I like how fun I'm...
You have to understand, this is back before they knew any better. Why did I do that?
Also, I love it when the camera is such that avoiding the boss's big sweeping AoE attack is a gamble because sometimes you can't see the boss. It's like all the things people pretend that tank controls are bad about, but real.
But for real. But made flesh. Tank controls aren't difficult, but it's most often or design. Or the people what make the Souls games trying their best to make a game. How many console generations does a camera problem have to exist before we're like, okay, they just don't care?
When it wins 8.
Like, oh yeah, it wins the Game of the Year awards anyway, so like they have no incentive to
Cool,
fix it.
I died. Again, anyway. Dark Souls bad. Blah.
I'm not saying that.
Dark Souls
I'm saying,
bad!
Like,
I'm an iconoclast!
the camera's bad.
I'm an
The camera
iconoclast,
could be bad
Gino!
and the game be good.
The thing people like,
game could
I
be good.
don't. I'm special.
The game could be good and the camera could
The
be bad.
pro Dino
Two
Crisis
things can
3
be true.
lobby. They're gonna get it.
Multiple things can be true at the same time, Braden.
No.
The
No,
camera
they
can
can't.
be bad and elements of the design can be good.
No, I'm pretty sure video games are just bad. That's what Dino Crisis 3 has taught me.
Video games can only be one of two things: full of dinosaurs or anything.
Full
Or
of
not.
dinosaurs or
These are
full
the
of
two
sad.
categories of game. The two types of game: full of dinosaurs and not.
Hello, youth of America. I will keep my laser shots for the boss fight.
Get fucked, Bumbo.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah. I'm having a great time because I just killed an enemy called Bumbo. That's such a good name. Ah, this is a shitty. This run is not going to go well. So I want to go this way because I only have 3 characters. I really could use the 4th character, but everything else on the bottom path is better. So I'm gonna go the bottom path, but I don't like it. Okay, that's interesting.
That's the kind of trade-offs you have to make in a roguelike.
Is I'm gonna hold on to that sun charm because if I get a balance charm, put that onto Bushu, that would be a lot better.
Now those of you in chat,
Wait,
maybe
I can afford a charm.
am I just going to grind for more special ammo? Yes, I am.
Ooh. Moko charm. Does that? No, it doesn't work with that. Ah. Dang it. I will hold on to the Moko charm. That is a good charm, though.
Anyway, as
I don't know that I will survive this battle. I'm pretty sure I won't.
big Dino Crisis out here trying to suppress.
The truth.
The truth. I'll say this.
Bottom path was a bait. It was a bait, but I fell for it.
See, the actual good thing about Dino Crisis 3 is the part where it's the first game of the
Oh, what did I do?
that was on brand. And you know what's more important than having fun?
Being on brand.
My reputation as a guy who streams games that aren't particularly good.
Sucks. I might win this battle, but at what cost? At what cost, Brayden?
The resources you need to actually finish the run.
Hi, Tiny Dog. What'd you do?
Oh, tiny dog.
It's feeding time. You want to see Tiny Dog?
The animal requires sustenance.
He does. He seems to like me way more when it's food time.
Weird. See, Bo just sits there in the middle of the kitchen while people are cooking, and just sits there and looks at you expectantly.
Oh, see, my dogs, they come up next to me, and they like have smiles in their eyes, and they start licking my hand. And it's like, oh,
yeah,
is this affection because they love me or because they're hungry? And it's mostly because they're hungry. Otherwise, he'd be sleeping on the couch behind me, and you'd be able to see him. I'm so dead. This run's so bad.
You know, it could be worse. I could be playing Silent Hill Downpour.
So, Onyx, the bottom path was a bait. I was baited, but you need to win. I'm trying to win the final battle. I'm not trying to, like, slop my way to the, like, third section of the game and then flame out at the end. I'm trying to win the final battle, and to win the final battle, I need my character to be predictable. I'm gonna let the dogs out. I'm gonna call it there. I'm
Who
gonna
let
send
the
Raid your
dogs
way.
out?
Raid.
Alright.
But thank you everyone who's been chilling. I will be back tomorrow, potentially with some more stuff, some more video games.
Alright. Have fun with dogs. I'm going to have fun with dinosaurs, which are like dogs, but not. And now I am in the public chat. People would like to engage in an exciting, cretaceous adventure. I'm having a fun time. He said live. Yay. Someone has to have a good time. That's right. I'm having a good time, having a good time. Flying to the sky like a bird. Feeling the gravity. Lady Godiva. There we go. Now we're fully stocked up and ready for more dinosaurs to be Crises. Gamers today, they're too soft.
How you feeling?
I'm having a great time.
Did you beat the T-Rex?
No!
How many times has it been?
Twice.
That's not so bad.
I did some prep for money, so I could fully stock up with the
Oh, it's limited.
for the laser and the spread shot and all of the little orbs to shoot out.
I'm gonna assume your basic shot is effectively nothing on that box.
It's nothing.
It's like you shoot enough bursts and you'll shave a pixel.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Think of how good you're gonna feel when this is done.
I mean, the real question is, you know, it's good that the Tower of Dubious Horror Games is back to full.
Is this dubious?
Yes. Yes.
Borderline. I feel like this is on the edge of outright bad.
There's enough like, oh, like, hey, Capcom knew how to make video games, right? There's enough of that for it to be, like, not outright trash. But I just fundamentally, this game, the thing that kills this game more than anything else is the camera, because it wants to be both an action game, but it frames itself like a survival horror game.
You like survival horror games?
I do, but most of my survival horror games don't require the level of aren't as fast or as mobile as this game.
What console did this come out on?
Xbox, original Xbox.
Just original Xbox.
Yes, and they will
not
never
PS2.
fucking re-release this anywhere else. No chance.
This camera, yeah, I see your problem.
There have been some fun
It's
platforming
really in tight, huh?
challenges.
Yeah. All right, now.
Why is it so tight? Did you go into the settings and turn up the field of view?
Yeah, I went
The
to the
fob?
console. I typed FOV equal 90.
Yeah.
How's Mother doing?
Also, what if I told you, Gino, that the evil AI on board this spaceship is called Mother?
Damn,
You've
it's
never
like
heard that
Smart
one
House all over
before.
again.
An evil AI called Mother.
It's like Smart House all over again, like I said. Are
yeah.
you shooting the little missiles?
Yeah, I'm shooting
Or...
the little missiles.
Okay.
You're doing good damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it
'cause
shoots the electricity burst, right?
Yeah.
I love when you step far enough away from him, the camera changes dramatically.
Yeah. And it's like, how do I avoid that fucking attack?
Probably just
Ow.
run.
Just jump high.
Yeah, like the moment he
Why?
starts the animation, just run.
You can fly, right?
Yeah, you can cover.
Fly? Does not being on the ground help?
Maybe. But I've gotten hit in the air.
My son?
Oh, you dodged one right there, right? Yeah, I think it does behoove you to just basically do the entire perimeter of the room.
I don't want to reload.
And it's the time to use them. Consumables are meant to be consumed. Hoard them at your own peril. Love not being able to see my opponent.
I'm gonna say, this is not a problem Devil May Cry had.
You're out of those. You're out of the guaranteed hits. Down to a quarter life. You got this. What can I say to this run? Braden, what if I were to tell you that I just downloaded Palette?
I'd say, I thought getting back into Overwatch was like, oh, this is fun. This is a shooter that I can actually convince people to play with me instead of the ones I like.
I watched fun. Until you run across a group of Smurf people who just stomp on you.
Yeah, and then
That was maddening. I don't know how you get that good. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
It's freezing over here.
Anyway, that's not the final boss.
Oh, there's more?
Oh no, this isn't the end of the game.
I'll take care of it. Karen.
Oh, that's right. The android girl's name is Karen.
It's a good outfit.
She wants to speak to my manager.
Yeah, still here.
But my manager was eaten by a dinosaur.
There's still some potential danger in that area. Come back here ASAP.
Roger.
God, this guy's the most mid-2000s.
Yes, he is the most protagonist of a mediocre Japanese action game from the odds.
We have to move cautiously
Which
at all
it
times.
is. But like this guy and the protagonist of like what's another?
I swear that the cover art to this game, I really feel like Bioware was looking at this when they made Mass Effect 2's cover art.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I mean, at some point it's man with gun, but
Yeah.
there's something about the exact nature
Framing.
of his
Yeah.
posture and.
Listen, you need a man with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
How else will the Americans know to buy it unless there's a man with a gun on the cover?
The
Unfortunately,
Bioshock
I don't
Infinite
think the
alternate art
Japanese
is
and
so good.
European cover for this game is that good either, because it's the stupid flesh T-Rex.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Dang it. I'm trying to remember how the hell to play PCSX 2.
That's a pretty easy one to use.
Yeah.
I just
Not
haven't
like Mendefin or
used it in a
whatever.
while.
Yeah. Let me tell you about using a command line based emulator to play the Saturn games, and then Jeff's like, "Oh no, actually, what I use is a GUI that someone else made for this open source command line based emulator."
You just go into CDVD, ISO selector, browse, pick the thing, and then boot ISO either full or fast.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you know, it has retro achievement support.
The most important thing.
What if I got all the achievements for Armored Core 2, which is the only one in the series they have achievements
I
for?
don't need to play that game again. I played a lot of it when it came out. I'll play 6 at some point. I gotta finish Knack 2 first.
Yeah. You know, the important stuff.
Both those games.
I'm sorry I was
A-okay.
unable to join you. For
I was
2.
not. I was also not gonna get PS Plus.
Yeah.
It's a bad game.
I do think it's funny that that's like what's his name? Sony Man. Marble Madness.
Mark Cerny.
Mark Cerny. Like, you know, because he's higher up. He's mostly on the tech end of things, right? These days. Less
I think that makes perfect sense. It's like he took a PS2 action game, which generally speaking were super shallow with a single gimmick, and the gimmick of Knack happens to be a thing that lets them showcase the technical expertise of the console. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But what about... Let me tell you about Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
That's a video game. He spins. He's got shorts. He is the protagonist we need for the 1990s.
Every time Knack opens his mouth and speaks,
he's like, "Hey, what's up? It's me, Knack."
Yeah, you're like, "Oh no, don't do that."
And you're like, "Oh, thank God, Knack." What if Knack
was a silent protagonist instead, like he is when he's small?
Yeah, but what if Knack was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Knack." Oh, these fuck.
The hunters.
Yeah, the gorilla the gorilla raptors.
The G-Rexes.
Yeah. You deserve
Gorilla Rexes?
Also, if you hear a child being loud, that's because there's a child being loud. Because
Harvey, why don't you take care of your child? But you busy playing Dino Crisis 3, take care of your own child.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've abandoned the child who is not my child. No,
I need to remember how to create memory cards with PSX2.
Yeah, you do. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
They must be trivial because I don't remember how I did it. It was not an impediment to me. So, yeah, go to config and click on memory card manager. I want to say it makes 2 of them for you.
Yeah, but I definitely had to like go in and mess with that again after some.
The operating system is preventing me from creating memory cards.
Yeah, you gotta
It lets you
Open
start
that shit
with
in
2.
an admin mode.
Unless you actually
I
plan on
know.
playing a bunch of stuff, you probably don't need it.
It would not. My operating system did not allow it to simply use the cards that are already there. Unfortunately,
I don't even know what that means.
nanny state Windows just refusing to.
Is this Windows 11?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. Windows 11,
Does not like it.
10 has not done me wrong.
Well, you got another year or two.
Well, if the cycle of good bad continues, 12 will be good on point.
Everyone
my
loves
general feelings on
search-driven Windows.
I just want them to make a version of it that doesn't incorporate all their new bullshit for people who don't know how to use computers. It's like you've been training people how to use your operating system for fucking decades. Why are you now trying to train us to do something else?
Old people already will never learn how to use computers. It's too late for them.
You do remember that... Okay, I'm saying, what do you mean by old people?
I'm saying, listen, there are members of my family who were very much adults during the proliferation of personal computers, who are now, retirement age, who never learned how to actually use a personal
Sure, but
computer.
it's not for them. It's them trying to appeal to kids who grew up on touchpad devices. Which is also stupid because they're not going to use a PC. They're going to use their phone.
They're going to use their phone to TikTok.
At least, like, the things that they will use a PC for are not the TikTok or the things that the searching and a lot of the UX is designed around.
Yeah, PC should be what it's been. Doesn't need to change. Put that on other devices.
Unfortunately, Microsoft
All right.
needs a new product.
I'm able to play Shadow the Hedgehog now.
May I tell you? Well, listen, Relkin. If you're tired of change, may I interest you in open source software? Linux will never let you down. Linux will be whatever you need it to be.
Yeah, I don't want to put any amount of work into it though.
That's the right answer.
What if it just works like it's worked for my entire life of using a computer?
Why?
Nope.
What if the VCR worked like it always did?
Yeah, because that's totally an accurate parallel.
Oh, I thought you for a second there that dinosaur touching you sent you into a random battle, but you in fact opened a door.
No. Thankfully, there are no random battles in Dino Crisis 2.
That visual effect, I'm like,
the
damn!
only true battle is the battle between me and my patience.
Well, I need to run. I need to scoot, but I might play Shadow.
Congratulations on Shadow.
Yeah. Congratulations
Thank you.
to... Hey, Shadow.
It's me, the devil.
You know, from the Bible, I need you to sin. I rewatched that.
It's
after.
great. It's a shame that none of the rest they've done are anywhere near as good as that.
The Sonic 06 one's real good. But
okay.
yeah, the Shadow one is the best one. But I'm gonna let furries vote. No, Shadow! You let furries vote? Do you realize what that does? Yes. Well, actually, Shadow, I'm afraid giving furries the ability to vote does not make you the ruler of hell.
Sorry, I've missed anything you said in the last 10 seconds.
It's fine, I was just quoting. They let furries vote.
It's
I'm gonna let
14 degrees
furries
where I am.
vote!
It's very cold, so naturally the inside of the house should be like 70, right?
Yeah.
God forbid it just be like 50 and you wear a sweater when you're inside.
That's a personal preference.
I love when it's 20 below freezing and I'm sitting in my bedroom in a t-shirt and boxers and actively sweating.
Yeah. The basement is cold where I am, except when I hide in my room. Hide in this little office and close the doors. Then it gets very warm. No!
Walking away from these terminals seems like he's in front of a green screen.
I put the atomic core in and it just made things worse.
You said that you had the walkthrough open, right? So you know how much is left.
Yeah, I know how much is left. This walkthrough is very minimalist.
Oh, do you think this is like, oh, there's only a paragraph here. There must not be much, but this actually has like 4 hours.
I think? Question mark? This might actually be the end?
We can only hope.
This walkthrough is maybe too minimalist for its own good.
This seems like they're setting up a boss arena.
Yeah. Yeah, that sure would,
Patrick, Mother is trying to detach herself from the rest of the ship. We'll be reduced to space dust if we stay here. We're moving to a new location. You better do the same.
Robo Karen.
Roger.
Yeah, naturally, if you're going to make an Android recommendation, you'd have her wearing effectively a tube of clothing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll give it this. I think this is the best looking dinosaur thing I've seen in this game. The quivering, like, facial mask thing that's cool. Meapladus, how's it pronounced?
Meapladicus?
Placidus. Meaplacidus.
Oh, this... I don't know if you know this.
I know, I love this. This is great. I love how you start a jump, and as you start to lower onto the platform, the entire screen changes.
But
and you haven't had an opportunity to buy more stuff, have you?
It's fine.
He seems like he has lost life. Oh, it's like the big dino from Jurassic Park 3.
I love when they're like, T-Rexes aren't cool anymore. We need to make even bigger dinosaurs.
That movie is so bad. It's so much worse than I remember it being. Like, I remember thinking it was like kind of middling.
Oh, cool. Oof. I bet we get to refight this thing. Because it ran away. Okay, but...
And I still just get bummed out thinking about how miserable they made Alan Grant.
Yeah.
Like, after his very hopeful ending in the first movie, he's like, no, he's just been alone and sad and unsuccessful since then. And everybody knows it, too. Multiple people are like, are you okay, Alan?
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Sam Neill is having a good time with his sheep ranch.
Sure. Good for him. Did he also end up in Montana? For real?
No, he's in New Zealand.
Oh, good for him.
He's a Kiwi.
That's better than Montana.
Montana's okay.
It's not as good as New Zealand.
No.
So is that boss going to be the recurring fight as you get out of the station?
Oh, we can only hope.
I'm seeing the, like, there's kind of like a red haze going on. I get the impression that you are at the,
Yeah, I'm at the, things are going bad segment.
But there's no timer?
No, there's no timer yet.
What if it was a hidden timer?
If there's a hidden timer, then, you get to see more of what people are here for, which is me going, "Roar!"
Yeah, you need to beat this, because if you don't beat this today, you're going to be miserable to deal with in a couple hours.
The real Dino Crisis was...
Oh, weird, you fought the Yeti. The Yeti's here. Oh, and he brought friends. Oh, campaign's over. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you guys. There are 2 Yetis here now. And they brought their friend Dominic. Yeah.
Reference I don't understand.
I don't know. What's a New Yorker name?
What is it? What's a New Yorker name that does not make me come across as...
Racially insensitive?
Yes. I have to remind myself that white on white stuff is a thing over there. Not on this side of the country. I've never experienced that at all.
Remember when Italians and Irish people weren't considered white because they were Catholics?
Or Poles.
Papists.
Or basically any actual white ethnicity that's like, yeah, we still try to represent the culture of our ancestors living in America.
Yeah, you're not, what's that? You're not a white Protestant?
Or you're not like me in that you're just a mutt.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I guess I could claim ancestry to a bunch of places, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, but let's talk
I'm
about...
not going to be that guy.
Alright, listen. Let's talk about the preservation of the species.
How we need a diverse helping of all the different
arbitrary
ethnicities.
Eugenics.
I mean, listen. Even without you bringing up eugenics...
Oh, Borgmaster's here. Speaking of eugenics, Borgmaster...
Not a great conversation.
Hey, man.
How do you feel about creating a superior species of dinosaur?
Of dinosaur? I mean, they died out for a reason.
Did the Borg ever encounter the Saurians?
One can only hope.
The Saurians?
Yeah, in the Delta.
I mean, if it's Delta Quadrant, then almost certainly.
Are there dinosaur people in Star Trek?
Yeah, the Saurians. They're like a hyper powerful. I think they're the most powerful species in the Delta Quadrant.
No,
they're close to it.
I would remember them better if they were.
They were. I think it was a single episode, and they established them as like ridiculously powerful. That it was at that point in Voyager where they were like, they started just going like, okay, and they found another wormhole. So because we've decided they're gonna make it home during the show's run. Look at all this time they've taken off the journey.
I do not remember that episode. Alright, I'll look this up. Jog the old memory box.
I really liked Voyager a lot. I think that show would have been better if they didn't get back. That's one of the best parts about the beginning of that show is just, oh, this is going to take more than any of our lifetimes.
Yeah, but the thing with that is, like, they let...
Keep the ratings up.
Well, no, they didn't tie off all the threads in DS9, and fans were displeased.
I mean...
with that, so...
It's a complicated story, and Voyager is completely separate from it. It's something I appreciate about Voyager.
DS9 killed off the main character in the last episode, and then hinted that he wasn't actually dead, and then just left it there.
That's not Voyager's fault.
That's not Voyager's fault, but they didn't want to... Like, they want people to actually watch the finale for Voyager, so, like, have, like, hey, they're gonna get back.
How about we just blame Brandon Braga and move on with their lives?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
That's what everyone does.
Okay, Distant Origin, those guys, I don't think they're the most powerful.
the
scene is like incredibly powerful, like far-reaching.
I mean,
it's just that they weren't. They just basically bypassed the entire thing, which is probably why you don't remember them being that powerful. But they established that like their spaceships are so far and above what we have.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the godlike aliens from the original series. You know, they're still dudes in spaceships.
Sure.
Listen,
but yeah, no, I mean,
sometimes you need an alien, but you don't have a makeup budget.
Oh no!
And so this bad CG space blob.
Or have you met the Bajorans? What if they had bad jewelry and a slight ridge on their nose?
What if they had a nose ridge and weird earrings?
That's like half of the species they encounter.
Yeah, it's like half of them.
Here's the Bajoran nose ridge prosthetic, but we're gonna put it on like the side of your head in the temple. There you go. What was the one where they encounter where Riker goes undercover and gets caught during a first contact surveillance thing? That one, and they just have like a weird bulge in their forehead, and that's it.
Well, no, they also have hands. They have weird hands.
Sure.
Is that the one where Picard accidentally creates religion?
No,
he gets into a weird situation with their Chancellor of Internal Security.
No, that's one where Riker is going undercover to keep an eye on a pre-warp civilization. Ends up in an accident, ends up in the hospital. They figure out that he has abnormal biology, and things happen.
Yeah, the entire point of the episode is Picard basically having to talk with him and acknowledge that they fucked up.
Wait, no, we are talking about two different episodes now.
No, that's the episode that ends with him having the conversation with the Chancellor in the office, where he's just like, listen, they made a mistake, and he's just like, I'm glad, because that means you're like any other man.
Oh, okay. I think I forget the ending of the episode. I only remember when that one doctor lady realizes she has an alien guy there, and then is like, this is her chance to bone an alien. And it makes Riker very uncomfortable.
Which is weird.
He wasn't always hyper horny. I love this.
I'm gonna say some gamer words.
Gamer words. Oh wait, don't.
Heck, dang it.
You're not. Oh, okay.
No, that's okay.
I thought you're gonna pull up PewDiePie. Oh, that's good.
Well, listen, PewDiePie is richer than I will ever be. So,
and that's why he got away with it.
So
all right.
maybe...
So what's up with these Mario blocks phasing in and out of existence?
It's like Mega Man.
They're anti-grav platforms. Yeah, it's like Mega Man. People love Mega Man.
Capcom made Mega Man. They're like, this design choice worked on the NES. Why wouldn't it work on the original Xbox?
Why wouldn't it work with this particular camera?
And a damage board. Exactly.
No, it's okay. If you take damage, you can buy more stuff, but that requires that you grind.
Yeah, you just grind to reduce difficulty.
Where are you even supposed to go here, dude?
I need a security pass level 4. That's all I know.
But like, where in this room are you trying to reach?
Isn't the ship blowing up right now, like, in the story?
Yes.
I feel like this game desperately needed the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, like, room rundown whenever you enter a place. Like, hey, this is where you're going.
Hey. I found the door where I need to go.
Great.
Yay!
Oh, you're close to the room.
To the big circular room that's clearly the last boss fight.
The room that we had a conversation about roughly like 5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, hey, remember?
The room.
More than that, you played this game for like a 3.5 hour period at one point, right?
You gotta see this.
Yeah.
In between that conversation and today's story. That's bad.
Oh, did that third guy die at some point?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the captain died.
Oh, okay.
It looks like
a warp
What is happening?
The Stargate, obviously.
It's the dino.
Are we gonna
the
fight?
Dino dimension.
Are we gonna fight? Oh.
Are you going into the dino dimension?
We gotta stop the dinosaur ship.
Wait, but I thought this was a dinosaur ship.
From reaching Earth or something. Is that what's gonna happen?
It was Farscape all along.
So this is gonna pull a Dino Crisis 2 and just kill off the main character at the end?
What are you doing, Mother?
Look. The escape shuttle. It's in working order. We can get back to Earth.
But before that, I'm going to the Mother room.
I'm gonna go get Mother. Oh, hey, you think this might be the end of the game?
The large cylinder room is concerning.
Oh yeah.
It's too vertical.
Talk to Android Lady.
Yeah. File.
What is she? What important things does she
the
have to say?
H3A android.
You know, of all of the things to copy the concept from Andromeda of having the ship AI also be a robot lady, I would not have expected Dino Crisis.
Spend it all.
I don't have that much. You're going to face Merthyr, aren't you? I'll handle the escape shuttle. You take care of Merthyr.
Oh, they couldn't be bothered to come up with an acronym that actually includes all letters of Mother?
No, it's an abbreviation. Anyway.
Okay, well, this is clearly where you're going to face off against the thing again.
Cool. Love that room. Love it.
It's
Verticality.
just platforming?
No, there were raptors.
Oh, okay.
Or
at least they die on
the
the
dumbass hammer. No, they don't die on the lightning floor.
Oh. Why did that guy disappear? Did you shoot him?
They teleport now.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have to run away from something big here, right?
I mean, you didn't kill that last new dinosaur, did you? Just ran away? It's either gonna be here or in the final room.
Merthers secured the door.
Oh yeah, this is just like in Skyward Sword, where you have that room that's with like the ramp in a circle around it. Yeah.
And you can kill that thing by slicing its toes.
Yeah, like 4 times.
Yeah.
You should. Did you finish Skyward Sword?
No, that was what I was planning on doing.
Oh. Well, you should.
Also because that game's owner wants it back.
Pat.
Because.
Yeah, you should beat it.
It's a classic.
No, because I liked it so much.
Oh, you were out of healing?
It's fine.
Alright,
look at how
final
many
boss.
points I'm getting.
Final boss, first time every time. Isn't that right?
God, what a...
Now that's a spread shot.
Yeah, no, as it says on the tin.
I think it'd also be good if 2 of the 3 weapons in the game weren't bad.
Wait, so the weapons would be good if they weren't bad?
I'm saying that
I'm shocked by this.
Oh.
Well, I'm kind of surprised you didn't get attacked by anything big there. Now, is it a puzzle sequence or what?
No. Worse.
Oh, it's platforming while you're being shot at.
Love it. Well, you see, the game would be too easy if it didn't require you to do bad platforming while docking off the platforms.
Oh no, you have to stand on them for set amounts of time.
Oh, you're balancing them. Oh, Lord.
You're not being shot at anymore, at least.
No,
never
he
mind.
is. Just there's pot shots is all. Not real shots. Fantastic.
Alright. So just to be clear, if you are doomed in space again, you have to go back to the control room with the two ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it has one of these sections. This is absolutely a Resident Evil game. Capcom loves this shit.
This, yeah, Metal Gear.
You know, how many diagonal elevators are there in the real world? Really?
Funicular. Please.
A funicular? Okay, how many funiculars are there, like, inside of, like, a facility?
You're operating a rare earth minerals mine.
Yeah.
World's most famous funicular.
Ooh, are you Googling it?
Oh, Niagara Falls has one. Yeah. I guess it makes sense. One
Yeah, I guess like a
goes up the
tourist
side.
funicular, yeah. But I mean like an industrial facility funicular.
I don't think we're allowed to know about those.
No, we're not allowed to know about those, are we?
The Gelmarbon funicular in Switzerland. Yeah, a lot of them I'm seeing are literally just
Like tourists up on mountains?
yeah, they're effectively cable cars.
Yeah. Like, what's it called? Like a cog railway? Is that what you call the perpendicular? I mean, the like diagonal railways, like the really steep rails. Cog railways? Is that what they're called?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Anyway, they should build a funicular on Everest. It'll kill fewer people.
Okay.
That was very nice. And then put a save room here.
Oh, there's one in Pittsburgh.
The funnest thing in Pittsburgh, this funicular.
Okay, so you could buy a single small kit. That's. Oh no.
Final boss fight, first time every time. Let's go.
It's a cool door.
That door reminds me of like that Lost in Space movie from like '99 or whatever.
At last we meet.
It's the thing from the title screen.
Kindly answer some
Or
of my
from Halo.
questions.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is Halo. Yeah.
What? It.
Reclaimer.
You have to fight 343 Guilty Spark now.
One can only hope. What?
Yeah, 284. I kind of wish this was just something else. Thank you, Yatsu.
Why are there people?
They're all the same lady.
They're all, yeah. Oh, it's weird embryos.
And Jatsu, we get the Dino Crises we deserve, which is none of them anymore.
Were coming from here.
These are the humans I have created, as per Captain Evans' request.
I thought you couldn't do that with human DNA.
Which is why I was forced to create a hybrid. I searched my samples and combined human and dinosaur DNA in order to complete my directive.
Human with dinosaur DNA.
Accomplished my mission.
So those dinosaur monsters, the ones running around the ship, those were the side products of your attempt to create humans?
That is correct. After I had succeeded in breeding the human infants,
I hadn't heard his voice yet. Oh no.
where I found an environment in which human beings could never thrive. I then opted to transport the humans to Earth and created enough Karens to match the babies so that they would have mothers to care for them.
This is out of control. I won't allow it. No matter how human they look, if they contain dinosaur DNA, they're not human. They're monsters!
Excuse
This is
me?
my order and my purpose. You will not get in my way.
It doesn't matter how human they look. If they have dinosaur DNA, they're not human. They're
I agree with him.
monsters. I can't believe Patrick is against monster people.
As he should be. Gotta kill them all. They're abomination.
Wait, but those are just like red-haired ladies with big bazongas.
Yeah.
I don't like. They just
We
like
got
people.
those already.
Oh, okay.
His voice is just miserable, though. I thought when you were doing a bit, I thought you were doing a bit, right?
No.
When you're going,
That's a failure of voice direction, right?
Oh yeah. They didn't have that.
Or it's
Oh,
like
this
Yeah,
guy.
they're just like, oh, you can speak clearly in English.
they gave the voice actor like bad direction. Is how I interpret that.
What is this man from? This is where we discover that he's actually really storied. Voice actor.
Listen, is it as good as Trag?
No.
Michael, you're charged.
Oh, the frame rate. Oh, the frame rate. Oh.
I always saw plenty of frames. Don't be a baby. If there's more than one frame, it's a luxury.
Anyway, I'm just gonna be over here. Oh, and it ate me.
Tasty.
This guy has played Toby in Naruto Shippuden for a long time.
Okay.
He has been in a variety of other things, but not like super prolific.
Like, probably someone who would, on his own, hopefully know better than to do this voice.
He was in Beer Fest.
Unbidden.
Is Beerfest a National Lampoon movie?
No, that's the comedy. What's that comedy troupe? The Super Troopers people.
Oh. Canadians.
I don't know.
The
Of course
greatest
it's
kids
Canadian.
you know.
They're not.
Oh,
They're not.
it's always Canadians.
Is that Lizard something? broken lizard. All this entirely authentic slowdown.
Yeah, this slowdown that definitely was on the original console. Which, of course, I'm playing this game on.
Of course.
Yeah, he does seem to be. He does. I think he definitely has less life than the Australia one.
Yeah, Australis.
Sure. He's just a lot more mobile.
And also, you have less healing.
Also available.
So, would you rather be doomed in space or domed in space? Hey, fellas? Yes, that is the correct response. Thank you.
It's fine. We've got 90 minutes until tabletop. Surely I'll be able to beat this game before then.
I'm going to tell you right now, you should make sure you have at least 30 minutes in between finishing this in tabletop.
To eat food?
And, you know, to separate,
decompress,
demarcate this from that.
Well, I'm going to be streaming all my lonesome after you're done with this. Sega! That's my plan. So if you're not watching, you can stick around for that.
Sega.
The sooner you finish, the sooner there's Sega.
Oh, I didn't realize there are all these extra.
He's going there, and then he'll be there.
That's a good addition.
Dinosaurs.
Hopefully that should be some motivation.
Bingo! Dino DNA!
It's such a good. I'm glad I don't watch movies I really like that often. It's always fun to return to them after a long time. That is a very well crafted movie.
Oh yeah, no. Very good movie.
I will definitely rewatch Lost World again at some point because that was a fun watch, even if it's not a good movie. But 3, ugh.
Oh, 3.
I just get so depressed thinking about it after watching it a couple months ago.
I think 3's reputation has been improved by the existence of the Jurassic World trilogy, but that's saying very little.
I did not see the second or third Jurassic World movie.
They're bad. I saw all 3. Ask me anything.
Are the cameos in the third movie at least fun, even if for a moment?
Oh, cool!
When all 3 of those actors are in a room together, they seem to be like they're having fun.
Sure.
The whole bug thing though is bizarre in that third movie.
Yeah, sure. The bug thing.
The bad guy wants to use locusts to destroy all life.
He wants to use like the Jurassic period of locusts that are like freaking huge to like eat all crops that aren't like engineered by his like Monsanto company.
I like how it's just basically anime.
It's basically just anime at that point because the island's gone by the third one. Like the island sinks to the ocean in the second movie.
I want to create a perfect world where only perfect people exist, like me. Classic anime.
Fallen Kingdom. Wait, is Fallen Kingdom the second or third? I forgot the subtitles.
Ask me anything.
But they're all bad. I think the second one is the worst one. 3 at least has some decent enough action scenes.
I will say the one scene in Jurassic Park 3 that felt like was actually good was the scene in the kitchen between Alan and I can never remember Laura Dern's character's name. She's
Ellie?
Oh yeah.
Ellie. Yes.
Ellie, yeah.
Because it's just the two of them talking uninterrupted for like a minute, and you're like, oh yeah, I like these two people.
Yeah, that's good.
And they're just having a conversation about dinosaurs.
Sam Neill and Laura Dern are good at acting.
Are good at acting. Are you sure? Okay. what about the part in Jurassic Park 3, the iconic scene where William H. Macy points out the giant pile of shit?
And they all just stick their hands into the shit.
I think one of them sticks their hand into the shit.
No, everybody but the kids.
Everyone sticks their hand in the shit. Okay, yeah.
They're looking for the satellite phone.
Yeah, looking for sat phone. Yeah, of course. How could I forget?
You're doing pretty well, Britton. You've almost taken out half its life. You feel like you're getting the handle on it.
This really is a Dark Souls game, huh?
Is the wide shot the way to go, or would the basic shot that's probably more guaranteed to hit?
Nah.
Well, because the wide shot can hit multiple times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also seeing that there's at least a significant, like, it's a noticeable amount. I beat my first Anjanath in Monster Hunter World today, by the way.
You can see the pixels going down, pixel by pixel. You just need to shoot it 1,000 times without dying.
Yeah.
Are you a bad enough dude to shoot this dinosaur 1,000 times without being eaten?
I can't wait to find out this is not even the final boss.
This death animation, huh?
So, alright, so WWK, the thing is, the special effects in the Jurassic World movies, I mean, maybe not the third one, but the first one was, like, high-tier special effects.
Yeah, Spielberg was the director of the second movie, and that one's full of terrible CG. All of those raptors, with the exception of a couple of scenes where they use an actual model, are
like the CG in the first Jurassic Park is good because of how they comp it into the scenes.
And because of how many actual models, like the Triceratops, that they make a point of using to help bridge that gap and help you suspend your disbelief.
Yes, and also most of it is set at nighttime when they use the CG. For the daytime shots, they usually use the models or the animatronics, which
with the exception of the Brachiosaur that they first see earlier. But even then, they do some good stuff with the tree it's eaten from. Like they make a lot with little.
Yeah, I mean it was groundbreaking for the time.
I'm sorry, Brain. This is.
But like Jurassic World is like a post-Avatar movie, which means it's not going to be the most groundbreaking, like, special effects.
Also, I don't like Chris Pratt in those movies.
Chris Pratt is
because he's a surly asshole.
Chris Pratt is a comedic actor and probably.
Okay, but what if he was the leading man in every action movie?
Not leading man in every action movie. He's definitely oversaturated.
Not anymore. There was like a 3-year period.
What if he was the voice of both Mario and Garfield?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
He's totally fine as Mario. And not even mean fine like, okay, I didn't hate him. No, I think he does a decent job.
Fine.
Like it's whatever.
It is a celebrity voice casting in an animated movie.
Like, to be fair, if you were to replace some voice actors, I would say him and I never can remember her full name. Yeah, they're the least inspired of the cast.
Yeah. I mean, they're also the safest of the cast.
Yeah, they're both they do decent jobs.
Alright. So, here's my proposal.
Grind
for more healing.
Hell yeah.
Again.
More healing? Honestly, even with like a single
grind on those dinosaurs,
you might be able to do it. Yeah, I'm down to like 60%. Do you get put back to full health whenever you go back to one of those save points?
No.
Of course not. Oh, so does that mean this game is more hardcore than Dark Souls?
You're an iconoclast.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it just another word for asshole?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, he's
Hi,
by the way.
Disrupting the traditional. He's challenging traditional mores by saying,
he's a disruptor.
Yes, I, individual, think Dark Souls is bad.
Yes, I'm coming in and disrupting the game commentary space by being a brave voice saying that Dark Souls is bad, actually.
The brave voice that everybody rolls their eyes.
Yes, I am the insane street preacher standing on a box at the street corner, shouting about how Dark Souls is bad.
And then everybody else is like, Dark Souls was like a decade ago. Why are you still talking about it?
Anyway, hi Justin. Welcome to Dinos.
Anyway, just reminding everyone, Dark Souls is 13 years ago.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, so Justin, what's your least favorite Jurassic movie? Out of the 6.
The ones that are not.
Least favorite Jurassic Park movie?
No, Jurassic movie. There's 6. There's 2 trilogies.
I feel like he answered by saying Jurassic Park movie. Saying he likes that trilogy.
Jurassic Park is...
I can watch the first 3 Jurassic Park movies. I don't think they're all good, but I think they all have their charms. Like, the third one's not great, but it's also not particularly long, and it gets to what you need to... It gets to where you want to go pretty quickly.
I'll agree with that. It does go by.
Jurassic Park 3 is the Godfather 3 of dinosaur movies.
I do think that Jurassic Park 3 does have some good set pieces. Like, the plane part at the beginning where they're trying to just get back off the ground. I think that's pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen it, but... and, let's see. I saw Jurassic World, and, like, that movie's stupid as hell. But...
Remember when the T-Rex and the Raptors team up to fight the new stupid dinosaur?
Yeah, like, it was dumb. Like, real dumb. And when I watched it, I was in the correct mood to have watched it. So, I enjoyed it.
They almost gave that man Star Wars.
What?
They almost gave that man Star Wars.
Colin
Trevorrow? Colin
Trevorrow.
I don't like that I know his name.
Anyway. You know what? That movie might have turned out better if it was him instead of Abrams.
Yeah. I'm at that point too.
Fucking Abrams.
I feel like
the first that Star Wars what's it called?
Episode 7 was 6. Dumb. It was it was 7. 7 was a stupid movie. It was what the fans wanted, but it was also very stupid.
The Last Jedi was what the fans didn't want, and was also very stupid.
Was even somehow more stupid.
Distinctly not dinosaur-themed movies, so I'm gonna call foul.
So you want to talk about? Okay, so we have to talk about dinosaur movies.
It's Dino Crisis 3.
Did anyone watch Dinotopia when that was on?
Is
Velocipaster.
Is We're Back.
Yes.
We're Back, yes. John Goodman is a friendly T-Rex.
It's not the first time I've heard We're Back reference.
It's a Game Boy video game of We're Back, not 50 feet from where I'm sitting.
What about that Dinosaurs show?
Oh, yeah, the one that was done by the Jim Henson Workshop, so like the puppets are actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And it ends with all of them dying.
Yeah, but that's not what I was talking about. There was one like the early 2000s.
Yeah, Dinotopia, right?
Dinotopia.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. I have the Game Boy Advance game, and I know I saw some episodes of the TV show, but I don't remember anything about it at all.
I think I saw like the TV movie or miniseries that acted as the pilot for that show, and then nothing else.
Yeah. My mom was convinced that I'd really enjoy the books, so she bought me a bunch of those, and I don't think I actually read any of them. So they disappeared somewhere.
You should go back and read them.
Like,
find them find the whole set for like $2 at a used bookstore.
Pretty sure they got thrown away or donated to the library.
You know what? The people, support your local library.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, of the Jurassic World movies, which one is the best?
The first one probably, but
I know the second one has like some decent like horror shots because the director did horror movies.
It has a couple of decent horror shots at the end, but it's also extraordinarily stupid the way they do it.
Yeah.
If I was in the perfect mood for stupid when I saw the first one and wound up enjoying it way more than I deserved, if I found myself in the same mood, might I enjoy the second and third?
Maybe the third, probably not the second.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have nearly enough stuff. I need to build up that meter so I can cash it in.
I mean, what are the original 3? Of course not. The best.
Right, I'm gonna go get dinner figured out. See you guys later.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna...
That second movie is an interesting exercise in framing the bad guys as the good guys.
Yeah.
Nobody's really a good person in that movie necessarily.
No,
like,
there aren't really any good guys there.
But like the people who are framed as the good guys are incredibly stupid.
Yeah,
Julianne Moore and Vince Vaughn in that movie are...
Yes.
Oh wait, do you mean Lost World?
Yeah, Lost World.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else. Okay.
No. But running around in San Diego.
That was
with
fun.
A T-Rex chase. That's a good segment. That might be one of my favorite segments.
Yeah. There wasn't enough of that, if you ask me, because that's like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. But like if you can set aside, or if you can ignore how stupid the story is, I think there's also some really good set pieces into. The whole long grass thing is real good.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. It's a really good
long
set
grass,
piece.
and then they just get eaten.
Like that waterfall bit where the T-Rex head, pops in, eats the guy. That's great.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Even that part with the trailer being knocked off the cliff, like that's a good scene.
I feel like Uncharted 2 took a lot of cues from that scene.
Yep. Yeah, there are good parts to Lost World. Just couldn't quite figure out like the human angle of the story.
I feel like, here's the thing, I feel like you don't really need a good human. Your human angle should be, make these people get eaten.
Well, in the first...
That's what the Jurassic World movies do.
No, there's a human angle there, and it's bizarre.
It's my parent. It's those kids being like, our parents are getting divorced. And
okay, yes,
the first.
Okay, yes,
lazy callbacks to it.
Yeah, the first Jurassic World, they took their cue from the first Jurassic Park, where the human angle is just we're on an island of dinosaurs. And also like the weird tension between like Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard's character. That bizarre relationship they have there. But then the Jurassic World sequels, it gets like if you think the framing of Lost World of like how the good guys are actually bad guys was weird, what they do in the Jurassic World sequels is like 5 times more bizarre. Let's see if I can remember correctly. So the two mains who should have been in prison after the first Jurassic World for causing the deaths of all those tourists instead become eco-terrorists. And then there's like a weird, there's like a clone girl, like a girl who's a clone of a billionaire's dead daughter. Like it's a full-on like Resident Evil thing.
2?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, they went full Resident Evil.
Yeah, they went full Resident Evil with Jurassic World 2. It is.
See, now you're
bizarre.
selling me on it. Now you're selling me on it, and that's just not good. Is Kong Skull Island actually good?
That movie's awesome. That movie's great. Watch it.
That movie has
it's good. That's a good
dumb
movie.
bullshit in it that's fun.
Oh, this movie's so good.
Hiddleston's questionable American accent.
So good. Sam Jackson is so good in that movie. Like John Goodman being a shitty asshole is so good in that movie.
Yeah, like how much do you like the other American Godzilla movies?
A lot actually, like the new ones. I will go to bat for that second Godzilla movie. Anytime, anywhere. What's that?
How do you feel about Godzilla vs. Kong?
I enjoyed
it. Great.
Yeah, I had a good time. It's a good
that
time.
movie is very stupid.
It's stupid, but it's a good time.
It knows exactly how stupid it is, and it exploits it as much as possible.
Like it enjoys its own stupidity.
Apparently there's a movie with Adam Driver called 65.
Oh yeah.
He crashes on a planet with dinosaurs on it.
Well, so here's the thing: they spoil the twist in the trailer. It's the most bizarre marketing I've ever seen for a movie.
Okay.
Like,
well, I mean,
I could tell you the twist, but just go see the trailer. It will tell you the twist.
I don't really care about the twist. I care about is it like a good action movie with dinosaurs?
Not really. It's mediocre. Like the only notable thing is how they spoil the movie in the trailers.
Going through like Google suggestions for dinosaur movies. There's a whole lot of garbage here.
I would rather have more movies with dinosaurs than more movies with zombies.
That is true.
That'd be fine with me.
That's my official stance. I'm sticking to it.
That is the Dino Crisis ethos.
Here's Jurassic Galaxy.
Of course, the problem is all of those movies are
like those direct to DVD.
Yeah.
Like,
no. I do not plan on
direct
watching
to
any of these.
Tubi or something.
Jurassic Galaxy is an hour and 17 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Exactly how long it needs to be. Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.
That had to have been a knockoff of Cowboys vs. Aliens. Like what was the studio back then that
Asylum.
would just Asylum? Yeah.
Are they still making movies?
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Still? Oh
yeah,
no.
They are.
Oh no. Are they still like very not copyright infringing on whatever the next blockbuster is?
And all of those movies are still shit. And
yeah.
not in like a fun way.
Yeah.
But like that's the problem with these movies. Like it's always fun to like read a stupid title.
Yeah, like
the actual movies are like. Yeah, the actual movies are like.
And then you actually
have like
see the movie and
cool
it's
set
the worst
piece
thing
or
you've ever
something
seen
somewhere.
Yeah. It's just boring. Yeah.
Have I mentioned how I think this game's camera makes things more difficult than they should be?
No, this is the first time I've heard of it.
Other than Dino Crisis, what are some games of dinosaurs that are not called King Kong
or
Exo Primal?
Jurassic Park.
Monster Hunter. I guess they're dinosaurs.
90% of them are dinosaurs.
They vaguely look like dinosaurs.
I mean, isn't there like a dinosaur type for Pokemans?
Are there any dinosaurs in Far Cry Primal?
There should be, but I think
no, there aren't.
I think instead the French people who made that game are like, it is like the prehistory, ho ho ho.
It is the Stone Age.
I've thought about playing that because that game's existence is so bizarre.
But it's also like the game's just kind of nothing, right?
Yeah. Well, it's Far Cry without. It's the same map as Far Cry 4.
But just like no personality.
You just got like spears and knives.
Yeah,
and
but you throw spears.
How many spears?
And they got Elias Tofexis to speak in fake caveman language.
God. That what?
Because we don't know what cave people language was, so they made up a fake caveman language.
And then you paid Elias Tofexis.
He's not too good for it.
I know he's not too good for it, but that just doesn't.
Anyway, 25,000.
Right.
All right. I have a better idea.
right, let's see your better idea.
If this is not the actual final battle of the game, I'm going to be very mad.
That would be funny, though.
Yeah, and I would
It's funny
stop
for us.
playing. I would stop playing the video game.
Oh, come on, you're so close.
What else is so close?
I mean, I'm not going to make that joke.
My patience.
Oh, okay.
Is the Flintstones a dinosaur movie?
There's dinosaurs in it.
Okay, but what about the Flintstones movie sequel?
Viva Rock Vegas?
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
I bet it's bad.
Really? You don't say.
I'm saying that maybe despite the pitch perfect casting of John Goodman and Rick Moranis, which I feel like does deserve some level of
There are apparently 6 movies called The Lost World, all of which star dinosaurs in some way.
Oh, wait, did you immediately boost into his mouth? What the fuck? The game just lets you do that. Okay.
I was tabbed over, and now I feel bad I didn't get to see that.
Holy shit.
Have you never just thrown yourself off a ledge in frustration? In video games, I mean.
I want to throw myself off a ledge in frustration. In real life.
Have you ever just jumped into a dinosaur's mouth to end it all?
You ever just feel like maybe God hates you?
Yes. Anyway, Harley, how are you doing this evening? I'm sorry you had to jump into the chat at this moment.
So Harley, how much does God hate you? It's probably less than Braden right now.
It doesn't matter how much God hates me, because the moment he tries to do anything about it, I'm gonna break his ribcage open.
You're gonna JRPG JRPG on God.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's not a JRPG thing. The Talawa have a very long history of eating their gods.
Hell yeah.
That's straight up my actual culture. That's
great.
God Eater, huh? I think I've heard of these games.
How do you feel about God Eater?
I have not played a God Eater game. But based on playing Code Vein, I have a pretty good idea of how I would feel about God Eater.
I have 2 God Eater games for some reason, and I never played
so do I.
Bundles, yeah. Always a humble bundle.
Aren't they like Kmart Monster Hunter?
They're faster, shallower, and more anime Monster Hunter in the same way that
your frame rate seems to be.
What are you talking about, Justin? This is how this was on the original Xbox.
This is fine. This is how video games are. Okay?
This is what a video game is. Are you saying that maybe this is not running as it would on original hardware?
I mean, it was 2003. It's entirely possible that it ran like this on original hardware. But I haven't seen this game do this.
It's a big room.
It is a big room. That is true.
Look at that dinosaur's shiny texture.
Now if this was
99 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah. So this is a big circular room for the boss fight. If the boss fight, instead of being a dinosaur, was just a guy who was stronger than you, then it'll be a FromSoft game.
Not necessarily. I feel like there's
fucking bite attack.
I feel like there's probably a Devil May Cry game you could level that at.
Anyway, it's gonna be a real shame when I have to immediately fight the real final boss after this.
I know spamming that secondary weapon seems to do wonders.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that's why I bought it all.
All right, you got one shot left. Just don't get eaten.
Fuck you, video game.
What was that game you played a while ago that had an extremely frustrating fight against the dinosaur boss?
Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden 3.
A powerful console relative to
this
tech.
is less bad than Ninja Gaiden 3.
If you insist on sending those babies...
No, Jatsu, the pool is in the cutscene.
The OG Xbox was the most powerful console relative to everything else at the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Jaguar like extremely powerful for its time?
Yes, it was.
And nobody used it?
Yes. Well, see, so the Jaguar had the same problem as the N64, but more extreme.
Which specific problem was that? Just storage
he yells,
"Mother!"
Yes.
Did the Jaguar use cartridges?
Yes, it did. The Jaguar used cartridges, and they're like 3 megabyte cartridges.
Why? Did people just not realize that you need way more space than that?
Because it was 1993, that's why. And if you weren't going to use CDs, that's what you had.
Okay, but like, I don't know. I just have to question the wisdom of continuing to use cartridges. Nintendo's just Nintendo, so whatever. But if you're someone else, CDs were well established by that point.
I think it was a cost thing for Atari, or maybe they're trying to stay on. No.
I guess CD drives can, but they were already charging $1 billion.
So I guess Atari was also trying to like uphold their traditional legacy of like, hey, we make the 2600, we make the cartridge systems. We need to have a cartridge system. That might have been what they're up to. And
I mean, it was also like CDs were still expensive.
Yeah, like 93 CDs weren't cheap enough in 93. Like they got cheap real fast, but not in 93.
But I mean, the PS1 came out in 94. It's literally a year later. I guess that has the advantage of being, hey, this was originally a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo.
But also Sony sold those things for below cost.
Okay.
Okay, access.
That's why they won.
This will trigger a boss fight with Mia Platypus again. After this, immediately fight Murther. That's all this walkthrough has to say about this.
Murther.
I love when walkthroughs don't tell you how to beat things. It's just like, here's what you do. Here's what happens.
Oh, I guess you look at the YouTube video.
So the fun thing about the Jaguar, since you've got me on this topic, is because like it's using like a solid state memory of the cartridges, and the cartridges are so small, and there's so much processing power in the thing. It's the only like D-pad based console that can run like those early to mid 90s first-person shooters well.
Okay, I mean, they put Doom on a Super Nintendo. It didn't run well though.
Yeah, but they also put it on the Jaguar like a year later, and it did run well. Like that was
you.
Yeah.
After this fight, there are 2 more boss fights.
Cool. Some more grinding.
So,
more grinding.
Look forward to me finishing Dino Crisis 3.
Oh, wait, are you signing off? Crap,
Tomorrow,
I didn't get started.
Tomorrow.
Hold on, let me get started up here.
Get started.
Let's see here. I need to turn this on.
Was the Jaguar more powerful than the PS1? It looks like it.
It was not.
No, it was. It was under, but not by much.
It looks like the Jaguar had. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it had a 30 megahertz, 27
yeah,
megahertz.
It
processor.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't as powerful, but it was pretty close.
Yeah,
it's close enough.
The architecture was such.
And the architecture was bizarre.
If the Jaguar had been using CDs, do you think it could have potentially competed?
And starting stream.
All right, fantastic.
Stream is starting. No, because they didn't have the manufacturing ability to keep up with anyone for any amount of time at any reasonable price. Like it came down to like industrial might. That's why Sony won with the PlayStation. Like they could make a bunch of them, sell them for below cost,
and throw money at them.
And throw all of the money into the marketing and like deal making for games. Like they outspent Sega and Nintendo by several times over. And they outspent like the 3DO by like a good like order of magnitude.
Brayden, are you starting up a PlayStation game?
What? What?
Wait, you're starting a PlayStation game?
What?
Because my stream's up. I can get going anytime. Actually, yeah, my stream is up. I am going.
I thought you were stopping.
I was.
Okay.
Okay.
He's starting Dino Crisis.